want to cut across to my colleague Vidya. I'm inside the civil hospital where the Prime Minister is coming in. My colleague Vidya outside, visuals of the Prime Minister's cavalcade from the crash site at the BJ Medical College, now pulling in to the civil hospital. Over to you, Vidya. Vidya, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Try and connect
right
to my
now,
colleague
we have
Vidya,
the Prime
who's
Minister just coming inside. The entire cavalcade of the Prime Minister is reaching here. Just a few initial cars of the cavalcade have reached the hospital, where you can see the SPG members just spreading out outside the hospital. Of course, the entire area has been already sanitized by them, but then we do see the Prime Minister now getting out of the car and heading towards the hospital. Of course, the Gujarat Chief Minister is also here. He and the Health Minister of Gujarat, Hrishikesh Patel, and the Chief Minister of Gujarat, both of them are here. And the Prime Minister's car will be reaching this particular spot in some time, where he'll be, he'll be going inside the hospital and seeing, meeting and expressing his thoughts to the patients as well as the relatives of all those who have suffered from the crash that, one of the worst disasters that India has witnessed in aviation history. The Prime Minister just got out. As you can see, he's walking into the hospital. His body language shows the distress that every Indian is actually going through right now. In fact, at this juncture, every Indian, really wants to know what is the condition, what had really happened, and that's practically exactly something that the Prime Minister too wants to know, probably, and that's why he's here. He will be taking a review meeting after this particular, this visit to the hospital. He's visited the crash site. From here, after the hospital, there's a review meeting that is slated, where he'll be taking a review of what has happened until now, what is going to happen, and all that he can help out in. The central government can help out in and ensuring that there's no teething problem left at the last minute for the Gujarat government to and the people of Gujarat. And the passengers who have suffered this entire loss. So certainly, the Prime Minister has just gone in. He'll be meeting a lot of people. This particular building, if I can show you, this is that building where the patients are actually admitted here. They have been treated here. Many of the patients also in these buildings are not just from not just the person from the crash site, but also from those who were, in that particular building wherein this entire plane nosedived and crashed into. So the people who were inside the building, the people from outside nearby, all those people are also admitted here. So he'll be meeting all of them, trying to ask them, as to whether they need anything, and of course trying to ensure that his government, provides for everything that is needed by the people at this juncture.
All right, Vidya, just stay on with me, because I just want to give our viewers an understanding on, when the tragedy happened at about 1:45. As the plane was taking off, it crash landed at where Amit Bhardwaj has been reporting from, which is the BJ Medical College hostel for undergraduate students, which is spread about 900 meters to a kilometer, viewers. And the debris was scattered all across to 600 to 900 meters as well. One of the wings was found 900 meters away from the main body part of the aircraft, and that is about 4 or 5 kilometers away from the airport where this plane, the Dreamliner, took off. Incidentally, the civil hospital where the Prime Minister is right now is very, very close to the BJ Medical Hospital where the site of the crash was. So it did not take long, because most of the ambulances actually rushed within minutes. Because if you look at the BJ Medical Hospital, which is right next to the civil hospital, where practically was, the first port of medical emergency, where all the bodies, the injured, were brought in, even even that one sole lucky survivor was first brought in right here to this very hospital, the civil hospital. Unfortunately, this was also the hospital where the bodies were wheeled in. Right now, the body count is 265, 241 of those on board the Dreamliner, and the rest were the medical students and the bystanders on where the plane actually crashed. Where I am right now is the DNA sampling room. Right next to it is the mortuary. And viewers, the mortuary is full up. They've made a makeshift room just to accommodate 265 bodies. Since late evening, there has been a steady stream of heartbroken families and loved ones of those who were on board this ill-fated aircraft. They have been coming in here to give in their DNA samples. Some of them, if I can even say that word, were fortunate enough to identify the bodies of their loved ones. They have been taken and they have been handed over the remains, but for the rest, it's going to be an agonizing wait for about 3 days, because that is when DNA results will actually come in, because most of the bodies of what we've been given to understand, over 200 bodies, viewers, have been charred beyond recognition. And the only way to identify those bodies is DNA sampling, and that's what's taking place behind me. From here, many of the families who have been waiting they've all stepped out, possibly to have an audience with the Prime Minister. All varied responses, some of them completely, giving it to a fate of destiny, cruel fate of, hand of fate, which was dealt to them, with their families and loved ones being taken away. Some of them actually rebuilding their lives in UK, some of them on holiday. We had the former Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Rupani, who was also on board and killed in this accident. What we've been given to understand, the Prime Minister right now has come into the civil hospital. He's meeting the doctors here who are treating the patients, some of them injured. Now there is only one survivor on board the Dreamliner. The rest of them are the ones who have been bystanders or students, undergraduate MBBS students who were at the hostel on which the plane crashed. And the Prime Minister meeting the injured, then meeting family members, bereaved family members, grieving family members there who've been lining up. Like I said, since yesterday, some of them giving it to a cruel, twist of fate, that their loved ones have been taken away from them in one of the worst aviation disasters that India can record. The others very, very angry as well. Raising questions on Air India. And understandably, they will ask questions. And all of them, some of them actually from that, making their way out, possibly wanting to have an audience with the Prime Minister. I want to cut across back to my colleague Vidya, who's joining us. Vidya, what more can you add? What can you see? Vidya's outside the civil hospital while I'm inside. Over to you, Vidya.
Well, we just saw the Prime Minister walk in with the Chief Minister as well as the Health Minister here, and at this particular place he'll be meeting the family members
Vidya, we're having a problem. Vidya, we're having a problem with your audio link. We're going to try and rectify that audio link, but visuals coming in of the Prime Minister inside the hospital. He's accompanied by, of course, the Gujarat Chief Minister. He's accompanied by the Civil Aviation Minister, and he's just come inside. He'll be meeting the team of doctors who have been treating, the patients as when they were wheeled in. Of course, this is an SOS emergency situation. There have been doctors that have been flown in, teams of doctors flown in from the national capital, from Bombay, and all of them have set up base right here at the civil hospital in Ahmedabad. So he'll be meeting the team of doctors, he'll be meeting the injured. Unfortunately, the list of injured has only one person on board the aircraft. Out of 242, Air India has declared 241 dead and only one lone survivor. The others right now, the list of those killed in this accident stands at 265, 241 out of that have been on board of the Dreamliner. The rest of them, MBBS undergraduate students at the hostel on which, the crash site on which the plane crashed, and bystanders.